Being God, Channeled Messages from the Akashic Records on Your Innate Divinity, by Elena Antenor. Preface. Since I was a kid, I have been writing in my journals, not knowing that I was already channeling messages from the divine. I always wanted to set aside time each day for this blissful process of writing beautiful realizations in my diary. Decades after that, I discovered Akashic Records reading from the growing spiritual communities online. It resonated with me and I began learning more about it. I also realized that I've been doing a little bit of automatic writing here and there before knowing about this concept. I have been practicing automatic writing and channeling messages from the Akashic Records before even knowing that there really are such things. This is a very short book, but every statement and concept discussed here holds such heavy meanings. It contains messages from the Akashic Records channeled for over 2 months. They call it being God as they always start with these words before pouring in the information to me. The messages come with heavy and deep insights that will make you want to read the book slowly so that these concepts can sink in. It is a short book with a great impact on consciousness. I believe that I couldn't have written all these things on my own. When I do automatic writing and channeling, my thinking mind stops and I just let words flow onto paper. When I read what I wrote, I am always astounded because these are the things I couldn't have realized myself. It really is such a gift, and I want to share this gift with you. It will be a great disservice not to. I wanted to do a commentary after each channeled message, but I think I should leave the Akashic Records messages as they are and not put my own opinions on top of it. Maybe I can do it in another book in the future where I pour out my own reactions and realizations of these channeled messages. My desire is to share with you this precious gift from the ethereal dimension, from a place that we cannot fathom yet as we are still in the third dimension. I hope that you can also write down the things you have realized as you learn more about what a truly divine being you are, playing this game of life in the human flesh. So let's begin. Chapter 1, You are God. Let me tell you a secret, you really are God. This is not about the pride of the ego. It has always been the truth. It's time that the entire humanity rises up to their divinity. You cannot play small anymore. You have to consciously remember who you are every single day, that you truly are God. It's hard to believe and easy to forget, but we will teach you ways on how to consciously remember, live and embody it. We are all God. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. It has no beginning nor end. It was just as God wanted to experience itself, so the light was brought forth within that darkness. And light brought form to many things. Infinite universes, timelines, and dimensions. There's no end to creation. Each soul is a part of God, as a replica of Him. He gave birth to many in order to experience all possibilities. You are part of God and you are God at the same time. You are experiencing one possibility, one timeline that God, which is yourself, wants to experience. If you feel like you are lost in this life and you do not know your purpose, remember that God, yourself, through this life, wants to experience something that you are capable of accomplishing in this lifetime. We are aware that we are breaking down long-held beliefs. These words might incur a controversy, but it was never about that. All these aims are for you to remember who you truly are. Once you have that inner understanding that you are God trying to experience your kind of life right now, you will be filled with peace, bliss, serenity, and stability that goes beyond anything. Practice this each moment. Practice it this weekend. Your entire perception of life and how you're going to live will change. All it takes is one weekend for you to consciously think of this, and you will finally awaken to your soul's purpose. You are living in a holographic illusion. You may share this illusion with billions of others, but you have the power over how you want to experience this illusion. You don't have to force yourself to do this and that. You don't have to tell yourself that you should do this and that. Everything you really want to do and become will come naturally to you when you finally accept that you are divine power. No one has to believe these words if it doesn't resonate with them. This same message can be viewed in infinite ways. It's up to each one to discover what truly resonates with them, and what they really want to follow. There is no right or wrong, bad or good, perfect or not. It's all about perception. It's like the entire creation is a diamond. Each one is only focused on one facet of that diamond. We have different views of the same thing. This is a treatise on how great a divine human being is. Chapter 2. Enjoying your divinity. During the last moments of your day, just enjoy the fact that you are divine. You are loved and you are divine. Feel your oneness with all, which makes you already come home to yourself. You are already home, as the entire creation is your home. Dear one, it has been a great lie that you think you are different and separate from God. If people only knew how they are God and they can see God in everything and everyone, this world will be completely transformed. Everyone will treat everything as sacred because everything and everyone is God. Everyone will love one another. The outdated rules and standards will disintegrate. Everyone will celebrate each other once they know that we are all one. When did this duality and separation happen? It is because we have come a long way from the origin. Distortions happened, but it is time for unity, love, and light to transform things again. Everything is an illusion, and you have the power to manipulate this illusion. What you really want for yourself will come to you. What you really want is what is really happening in your life right now. If there are some things you don't want in your life, you have to do the inner work and commitment to do some changes. Once you have decided, everything will come naturally to you. Everything will fall into place. When you realize you are God, you will see how everything fits in your life. When you remember you are God, you will realize why you have chosen this kind of life, and the experiences and circumstances you had. You will also remember what you truly want and how you really want to live this life. Question: what should people do in order to embody that divinity within themselves? Matches. They can use matches to count how many times they have thought of connecting to their divinity in a day. There are lots of time to think about how special their connection is with the divine universe. If they encounter problems or challenges along the way, it takes 2 steps. 1. Connecting to that peace within. 2. Remembering they are God, choosing to live this life in humanity. Never fear of the future and being bogged down by the past. You are loved and guided. Chapter 3. Understanding why you are divine. it may be difficult to fully understand why you can be God. It doesn't mean that being God allows you to be anything or do anything that comes from the ego. Remember why you, God, chose to live this life and circumstances. You may want to experience the what-ifs given the circumstances of your life. When you passed by the veil of unknowing, you forgot your essence. It's time for you to remember who you are, since there is a need to have a great shift in this shared illusion we are living in, this world, timeline, and dimension. It's like waking up to a simulation. A game that has been played all along. You know you have to remember that you have all the means necessary to win this game after being so absorbed in the karmic. You are a game master. You know deep inside how you can rise up and do what it takes to make a shift in your life and the illusion that has been your reality. You are only limited by your thoughts and imagination. You have been free all along. Once you align yourself with your soul purpose, really know what you truly want, uncover your true power within, and practice your presence of mind in acknowledging your divinity every moment. It will truly change your life, and this will create a ripple effect to many. What are the lies, illusions, and projections you have been holding on to all this time? Those things need to fall away for you to finally come to the light. You have to let go of all the burdens you have been carrying. It was something you put on yourself, but it was never meant to be that way. This is the greatest secret in the world, the remembrance and understanding of your own divinity. It may be difficult to maintain that awareness that you are Christ consciousness. You can use tools to remind you to become more mindful of your divinity each hour of every day. Try it for yourself. It will really make a difference in developing yourself towards that God consciousness. Being God means you are complete on your own. You don't need anyone or anything to complete you. You stay within the peace of the moment because you are everything and everything is you. The same goes for anything and anyone. We are all one. The separation is just an illusion, so know this. Once you connect that you are one with something, you and it can work within your favor. If it doesn't resonate with you at this time, simply let it go. You are doing great. You are working and progressing well. There is no concept of time in the Akashic records, only the concept of the ever-changing present. You don't have to worry about anything. The realization that you are complete and whole, and you came into this world and lifetime to fully experience your capabilities and knowledge, your divinity makes everything worthwhile. Everything will start to make sense. You will find more ways to love, enjoy, and experience in this life. You are that source within. You don't have to say it in words. All you have to do is to come into full acceptance of who you are, because that is your God essence. Everything comes into alignment with the daily practice of acknowledging the divinity within you and how everyone and everything is sacred. Chapter 4, You are love, as you are God, you are love. That's all that matters. When you are lost, find your center in love. It will always lead you to where you should be. Love knows no boundaries. If ever you are going to focus on just one thing in this life, let it be love. Problems arise because love is not involved. Wars and evil happened because it has led people so far away from love. Love should always hold the center in everything. If ever you doubt something, ask if is this done in love and at their best. If it doesn't, walk away from it. you can accomplish anything if you have love in your heart. Faith is also based on love. Love is the foundation of faith. Faith and love can move mountains. You also have to know that love is different from the desires of your ego. The ego wants you to see yourself as separate from anything, and as someone who deserves something. It is not that at all. You already have everything in you, and you don't need to ask or seek to be deserving of anything. Love is the greatest gift and the greatest healer. You can heal and solve anything with love in your heart. You see, love is that state of peace and bliss in your heart that defies all logic and rationality in this world. If ever you are going to do anything or pursue anything, always ask if it's going to follow through with love for yourself and others. Love is a balm of all pain and suffering in this world. If you're going to focus on one thing or decide upon something, let it be due to love. It's easier to let go of people, emotions, or experiences when you imbue love in it. You love yourself, that's why you need to let go of things that keep hurting you. Addictions will be healed when a person finally comes to terms with loving oneself. Love can do anything and it can achieve many great things. Those that are not formed in love will eventually disintegrate. For love is the only that pulls everything together in the entire creation. And God is love. You are love, you are love and light. Love because you are whole, and light because you inspire. Being God means you have complete control of your heart. Love has filled your mind, heart, body, and soul. That's why nothing can break you. Love strengthens you every day. That's why you can surpass anything. Jesus, the Buddha, and Muhammad knew about this concept better than anyone. The love in their hearts transcended anything. That's why they tapped into the divine power within them. It can change anything. If you are going to master anything, let it be love for yourself, for others, and in everything you do. Love can heal any disease, and solve any situation. All you have to do is practice love. It paves the way to passion and creativity, instant creation and manifestation. Infuse love in everything. Being God means truly loving yourself, staying in the moment, and knowing that you are love yourself. If you stray away from love, it's going to be very difficult for you. When you remember you are love, all issues, concerns, worries, or problems you've been holding onto will disappear. So feel that love within you always. Love is that light, bliss, and joy that you can find in every moment. It comes from within you. Chapter 5, Your Divine Capabilities. You don't need to doubt your capabilities when you have the humility to present yourself as human, but with always having the potential of the divine. You lived by the rules of the third dimension, but your mind, heart, and spirit can always operate in higher dimensions wherever you are. You are only perceiving a very little part of the great cosmos. As you slowly awake each day and expand your mind, you get closer and closer to the true reality, and that the true reality is, you are the true master of your own destiny. You can choose to change your reality. You can change your perception of anything. You can do something about anything you want to pursue. That's why it's very important to know what you truly want, and how you really want to experience this lifetime. You are great, you know. And this life is just a dream. As you are living this dream and illusion, let it be a loving one. because this love will ripple out to the entire consciousness. It will be felt through the entire creation. If you are going to live life in just one way, and no other way, let it be with love. You are a warrior, and the battles you face are through the energetic differences of the world. Train yourself energetically to conquer each challenge. You can do it. You are made of gold. This is through keeping yourself healthy and strong mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. You can only truly fulfill your purpose in this world when you finally come to terms with your divinity, by writing down your thoughts about how you perceive yourself as divine every moment. You can come to terms and strengthen your faith in who you are. You are God having human experiences. God limiting themselves with the rules in this world so that you, as God, can experience possibilities. You, as God, who goes through many things on this plane, a game to play, a reality illusion to experience. Once you come to terms with that, you will finally fit all the pieces of your life together. You will see life and every single moment as sacred. You will treat everyone and everything as sacred, so go on with your life. Remember your divinity every moment. Be well practiced on the thought that loving yourself and others is all that matters. You will learn to love each moment and how to be truly present because everything is sacred. Everything is divine. What is divine to you resonates with your energetic frequency. Being God means never fearing anything. You go with the natural flow of things knowing it's going to be okay. You are guided and loved by the universe. You naturally progress to your divinity once you consistently connect to your godliness every single moment. All it takes is a weekend, and it will change you forever. Your traumas would disappear. Same with addictions. You come to an inner transformation. Chapter 6, about abundance. There's a lie going around that we are not enough, that there's not enough going around for all. You have to know that there is always more than enough for everyone. The amount of abundance you have is based on what you are willing to receive. You can only reach this certain amount of money if you are really prepared to receive it. The first step to material and financial abundance is to be ready to receive such a gift. In your heart, do you really want to receive this? For every blessing you want to receive, make your heart ready to receive it. The universe will lovingly give it to you. Being God means that you don't have to worry about where resources would come from. Find that peace within yourself and make an intention into the field of energy in the universe. You really have to want it and no longer settle for your current situation. When you connect to that peace within yourself, you have an inner knowing that it is already done. Things may take time to manifest in the 3D. The key here is to do what you want. When you do things that you love and that excites you, you activate the energy of goodness. And more good things will come to you. For example, you are wondering how you can be really financially rich. Know that you are already financially rich, and the universe rearranges itself into how you realize and embody wealth within you. Your reality is an illusion. Seeing lack is an illusion that you are focused on. You can simply ask, let go, and the universe will bring it to you. But do know that it is something you really want. At times, your angels and guides will know better than you at the moment and stop fruitless wishes from happening. However, if you come to the full realization of what you really want, and make a strong intention that it is what you really want, then you can rest assured that the universe will conspire to give it to you. Question: how can I ensure that I really would become financially stable and successful through my work? Whenever you feel lost, always connect to God and His divine light beings to help you with anything. But once you fully realize who you really are and have the commitment to follow through with your purpose, everything will fall into place. The greater the energy within you that is sincere in your intentions to make a difference, you will always reap the fruits of your labor. Offer up to us the desires of your heart. The divine will work out all the details. Chapter 7, about love. There's no other way to live this life, this illusion, but only through love. There's no other way to pass the test of life, other than going through life with love in your heart. When you align yourself to love in your heart, you start doing things out of love for yourself and others. You may ask, what is love really? It's simple. Love is when you are willing to let go of things that don't serve your higher purpose. Follow through with what really feels right in your heart. Love can mean many things to people, and every person will see love differently. But love is really a matter of putting the good in yourself and others. Letting go of pride or greed. You will feel that pull in your heart when you know if this is based on love or not. Love can be an irrational thing. It can be enlightening and inspiring. It can also be dangerous. It depends on which polarity you are. But love is pure. True love has light in it. True love will always bring joy and peace to everyone involved. Love forgives. Love lets go when it's time. Love never fails to make things right. Love is always above and beyond service to others. Love is being kind to yourself and others. Love opens its heart to all. Love is gentle and speaks the deepest truth in your heart. Love yourself, love others. Every moment is sacred. That is all that needs to be remembered. Love knows no boundaries. God's love and light continue to spread across timelines and dimensions. As God expresses itself through you, and as God is you, you have complete control of your energy and destiny. You are whole. You are complete. You don't have to remember so many principles and rules of living. All you have to remember is this: do things with love. Always have love in your heart for everyone. You are loved and being loved. Never forget that. People run around with their love tank empty because they don't realize the love that continually surrounds them. Through that God energy of love within and around them, you may not think too much about how much you are loved, but once you discover how much you are loved through the true energies of the universe, you will never run empty again. God is not separate from you. You are God and God is within you. Enjoy every blessing today. Come to your awareness and you'll find that you can experience love each day, through the little things around you. Gratitude is the awareness that there is so much love within and around you. You are grateful for this love. Do what you love every single moment. Nothing else matters. Chapter 8. Don't be trapped by the ego. Being God may seem too egotistic or prideful, but it isn't at all. It is simply your nature and the truth. You hold the power within to move mountains. No one can ever define the magnitude of God, the same way that no words can explain your divinity. When you connect with your divine self, you imbibe neutrality, openness, knowingness, and serenity. You think about nothing, but you know you are in touch with everything. You have a deep sense of inner peace, and you know that you are just on a short trip through this life. That's when you start treasuring every moment and everyone around you. You come with your whole self in this world. Some people are already in this state of mind and self, no matter what beliefs or religion they have. Being God is being simple to the very core, when nothing holds you back and nothing else is needed for you to embody your wholeness. You are already complete. When you have everything, which you already do, there's nothing else to want. Some people may be afraid of this because where is the fun in that? But you embody your greatness when you don't have to yearn or seek for everything because you know that everything is already within you. God, through you, and you, experience the limitation of life to explore your soul journey and what you are capable of. God has everything, therefore He experiences Himself through you. You are experiencing yourself so that you can know possibilities. Being God means embodying who you are. It's not about pride or ego or getting powers, money, or greed. It is simply your humble self, knowing that you have everything within and you couldn't ask for more. If you do need more, it would naturally come to you. It's not about knowing everything or manipulating anyone. In your God essence, you understand the natural flow of things and you let it be. You are at peace with yourself because you know this role that you play in the game of life would soon pass. You are here to know more about your capabilities and to live this soul journey. You are here to know everything there's need to know about going through this particular path. Once you have conquered it all, you'll be able to leave this world and move on. You can believe whatever you want, and it's the same way for others. There are infinite paths for people to discover and embody their God essence. So many people might think, what if bad people will think that they are God? They can do anything or manipulate everyone if they tap into their God power. Anything of a negative polarity will eventually go back to the source. They will realize that a negative polarity doesn't serve them at all. As they bring in this darkness within themselves and all around them, it will just eat up their soul and will never save them. The best way is to stand in your peace. Ask all the energies of the universe to help you in dealing with negative polarities. Set the clear intention and surrender. There your power is made strong in weakness, because you have let go. You have allowed the light of your divinity within to be released from the box that you have closed it in all your life. Miracles happen when you surrender to the divine. Chapter 9, Embodying Your God Essence. Question: how can someone embody their God essence every moment? It's simple. They have to connect their mind and all being to that nothingness, when you let go of everything and simply be. It helps to close your eyes and just be in tune with the peace within you. It may seem like nothing, and that capturing peace will be fleeting. Then you move on again to the chaos of your mind. But once you practice this any time during the day, you embody this kind of peace, your God essence. You gain the strength and confidence to conquer any challenge because you gain that inner knowing that you can surpass anything. Your old programming and human limitations may hinder you a bit, but there are moments of divine energy that will exude through you. There will be moments of genius inspiration that can resolve anything. Embody God. God is love, and you are love. Embody strength, peace, security, joy, and bliss. As you are God, you are complete and whole. Through daily practice of meditation or key moments of your day where you can simply be and connect to the peace within you, you strengthen your resolve and remembrance of your divinity. This may seem difficult at first, but if you can spend a weekend or full week just remembering a few moments every single day of your divine essence, it will transform you inside out. Being God means respect for everything and everyone. Your God Source created everything from nothingness. You'll get to see everything as a miracle as you live and experience this holographic reality. You are that consciousness that experiences and views everything. The concept of consciousness experiencing everything is magnificent. Because from that consciousness sprang forth all the glory of creation. From the myriad of souls, galaxies, realities, and dimensions, the Creator experiences itself in infinite ways. See this life as sacred and precious, because it will always be different from the infinite possibilities of other timelines. Question: is it possible for people to jump from one timeline to the next, or experience a completely different reality? Yes, it's possible. But most of the time, people will still stay in the same timeline because, in the end, getting into another timeline is not favorable for them. However, as you are a unique soul, but also one with everything, you can rest assured that a version of you is experiencing what you want out there. There may be some things you want from there, and also things you don't want. It's best to make the most out of this timeline and do everything that you want here. For whatever problems, issues, or being unconscious, shift your thoughts into thinking that everything is just an illusion. This is a dream. This is fleeting and temporary. The greatest miracle of all is that from this nothingness, this consciousness sprang forth worlds and dimensions that are always infinitely being created. When your soul wants to come home, it can simply go back to the source. Enjoy the process of discovering how wonderful the entire creation is. Question: what are some practices people can do to help them always remember and embody their own divinity? They can always tap into their soul energy, no matter what. When things can get overwhelming, they can simply surrender and release all negativity, issues, and problems to the source. The source transmutes them and transforms the energy of the person. From that peaceful consciousness and enlightening energy, people will start remembering who they are and embody their divinity. As you practice more of this state, the more you draw closer to your God self. It can be doing anything you love, and always remember and be in that state of bliss. That state of peace, love, and bliss is your God state. Chapter 10: Your Purpose. Question: how can people truly know their purpose in life? It's simple. It's by spending some time each day doing what you love. The more you keep at it, the more that the universe will keep sending you synchronicities that will fully align you with your purpose. Soon, you'll design your day around doing the things you love. You may be able to earn a living from it or make an impact in your community and the world. Don't be afraid to allow yourself to do the things you love. Question: what about misery and being out of alignment with their meaning in life? What can you tell people who are deeply suffering or miserable right now? Whatever they are feeling right now is valid. They may have unconsciously attracted, or the power/energy of other people's manipulation may have made them a victim. They have the power within themselves to turn things around if they really want it. They have to consistently pray to the God within themselves to turn the situation in their favor and benefit. As they connect to the infinite energy and divinity from within, they can make things possible. They can stop suffering by connecting to that love within them. When they connect to the love, the pain is dissolved. They can surpass anything when they realize that they are loved by the Source, and every energy, light being, angel, and spirit guide are here to support them. Question: what can we do if people misinterpret the message of this book? Or that they will think that they have a God power to serve the desires of the ego? This book will be a blessing to anyone who reads or touches it. It will create deep healing in the world. It is nothing but the truth. It's time for people to know that they have the divine good within themselves. Anything that is in negative polarity, or anything that doesn't serve the highest good, the love, provision, and protection of people, must go. Bad things have happened because people have forgotten who they are. They have bought the untrue illusion of the realities imposed on them. They can go back to Source once they just connect to the peace within themselves and make the resolution to connect with it every moment. Being God means you hold the key to everything. No matter what problems or concerns you have, once you get to your inner peace, you'll be able to surpass anything. The ego dissolves once you hold within you the peace of knowing God, which is you. Being God means that you are always there where you are needed the most. You came into this life with a soul contract, a contract that will define what you are going to do in this lifetime. You were meant to grow and experience this particular soul episode. And there might be more soul episodes that come and still happen until you come back to Source. It is the dance of the soul and all of creation. You are meant to dance to the rhythm of life. Being God means you only go for love. You feel love every moment, no matter what. You can never go wrong with love. Love makes you kind, humble, serene, and at peace with everyone and everything. Do things in love, and it starts with loving yourself. Chapter 11, Living in this World. Question: what can you say about the inevitable degradation of the world? That doesn't have to happen. Don't focus on the problems. Focus more on the solutions and how you can make a positive impact in everything you do. Once you make mindful changes every day, it will create a ripple effect. It will also change the course of everything, no matter how little it is. Mother Earth can hear you and sense you. As a result, it will also create positive changes within itself. Question: what else do people need to know about being God? Being God can neither be good or evil. It all depends on how people use that power within them. In terms of negative or positive polarity, and how a person manifests things, it all depends on how in alignment they are with the energy of complete manifestation. One person may feel it stronger than the others, and it all boils down to faith and practice. Question: so how do you counteract actions coming from a negative polarity? When bad things can become overwhelming, it helps to connect to that strength of peace within you. Connecting to that peace will send ripples of energy within the matrix of the universe. The stronger your faith that everything can change, the universe will work in your favor. And the universe will always work for the good. Come to terms with that beauty within yourself, that beautiful peace that transcends everything. Everyone will always have different experiences. It all boils down to perception and what you want to hold in your reality. Being God means never fearing the future, because you have the inner knowing that everything will be fine. You have the inner knowing that as you are mindful of every moment, everything in the future can stay in your favor, and everything will turn out for the good. Fearing the future is futile because everything is predestined. And to tell you the truth, everything will always turn out for the good. The previous wars are the untangling of so much historic karma. The peace that follows it is the appeasement of all human souls. The media has to stop making such an issue of everything. It just causes stress and negativity in the hearts and minds of everyone. If there are things that you have to take away from this book, let it be love. Only love. Love for yourself, for others, and for everything, because everything and everyone is sacred. It doesn't mean that bad things should be sacred as well. The root of bad things is that it is not based on love, and it's time to transmute this negativity into something positive. When everything seems lost, remember that there's a treasure within it. Bad things may happen because it is an undoing or untangling of generational karma and curses. You have the power to get out of it and live in the reality you want. The universe, angels, spirit guides, and beings of light will support you along the way. Hold fast to their strength, guidance, and support. Love is different from what the world usually holds. The major thing you might see in the world is service to self, from the news, but it really isn't. The world goes round through the love that comes from service to others. Even if people may usually want to say what's in it for me, they usually start to become in service to others through the love, kindness, and generosity in their hearts, no matter how little. It is just not fully acknowledged by the mainstream media. But everyone will be celebrating these little acts of love and kindness soon. Chapter 12. You are loved and guided, dear one, never fear, for God and all His angels are always with you. If you have problems connecting to your own divinity, we will be there to assist you. In terms of receiving wealth, always open up your hands and heart to receive. Utilize what you have in order to receive more. Being God means you are in full control of your life. You don't allow anything that doesn't serve you to oppress you. You connect to that inner peace and strength within you to surpass anything. If you feel like you can't do anything and you are lost, remember to surrender to the divine powers of the universe. And you shall find a resolution soon. Keep praying and have a sincere intention. The universe will conspire to help you. When you fully realize and connect to your divinity, everything will make sense. So whenever you are stumped or encounter an overwhelming challenge, remember your divinity. You will naturally come to a resolution that comes from the love, joy, and peace within you. You might have heard the saying, you are God. Christ is within you, and that cannot be further away from the truth. We make up Christ consciousness going forward to the fifth dimension. It doesn't matter what religion or belief you hold. You are loved and guided. Don't be too hard on yourself. You are loved and guided. Chapter 13. Triggers. Negativity and addictions. Question: will we ever come to a point where we will be free from all triggers and negativity? It happens in the fifth dimension, and it takes daily work. You may not be fully free from triggers as you continually live in the third dimension. But keep following your path as you have lessons to learn. The easiest way is to find humor in everything. Find humor in your triggers as it comes from your lower self. You don't have to force yourself to be positive and joyful when it is not the right time. That is being inauthentic. Allow yourself to feel this way, and do the inner work needed. Honor yourself through this process. You are greatly loved, and please receive this love. Addictions are a constant conversation with yourself. What are those parts that you haven't come to full terms in yourself? The more aware, awake, and at peace you are with yourself, these things that no longer serve you would disappear. You are loved and guided. Chapter 14, Past, Present, and Future. Being God means you don't have to be bogged down by the past. All your past mistakes can't take their hold on you anymore. You were operating on a low vibration, but your higher consciousness now has saved you. When they say Lord Jesus Christ is your Savior, and other similar notions in different religions, it means to say that your higher consciousness has surpassed everything and saved you from any despair of the past. Remember that the future is now. You embody the future that you want now. Dear one, be aware of your divinity always. Never fear what you are capable of. Look forward to all good things and don't let setbacks get you down. You are loved always. Being God means you are looking at the future now. You are already embodying everything you could hope for, as you are being aligned to your true self. Judgments of people don't matter anymore. You are becoming your true self as you see the best of you every single moment. So what if there are problems, or you are triggered about things you don't want in your life? The inner work that you do will untangle all blocks, negativity, and karma within your soul journey. You are God, yet you allowed yourself to experience these things. Yet you are pure love, pure light. You cannot deny your true nature anymore. Anything that is not the best version of yourself is not true for you. Not true for your soul purpose and divinity. Chapter 15, Being God. Being God means you always have to go for something that resonates with you. That's where your God energy resides. Never fear your true potential, for you are God. Once you connect to your Christ center within, you will always know how to think and act. Being God means never fearing anything. As you practice your godliness, you will be able to change anything in an instant. Being God means you know the natural flow of things. You know what's to come because you are one with everything. When you fully tap into your God essence, you can manifest things like crazy. You have doubts in yourself because you are bogged down by the past. Find time for dream building and it will activate your powers for manifestation. We know that this is important for you, but nothing beats the discovery of the kingdom of God. Try it today. Sit still in silence that you can tap into everything once you connect to that God peace within you. Last question. How can I get some strength when things at work and life, in general, get tough? The key here is to remember who you are. When you remember that you are a divine presence playing this game of life, nothing can hurt you anymore. Breathe and relax. Enjoy and love every single moment. Parting notes. I keep getting extensions of thoughts from the messages I received from the Akashic records. The discovery of how great our own divinity is every single day never ends. It's like a joyful dance with the cosmos and entire creation that never ends. When you have fully experienced it all, it's time to go back to the source. To end this book, I would like to share a poem written by my dear friend who is also an Akashic Records reader. In the depth and bliss of nothingness, something came to be. For there to be nothing, there must be something. As there is something, then there must be nothing. We come back to source in nothingness, and from nothingness, if we want to, we come back to being something again, and our soul has lived many lives, and might live many more, but we are fulfilling our purpose when we once came from nothing, and now we work towards going back to source, on being nothing again. May you continue this dance of your own divinity to infinity until you find rest in the source again.